In this video, we're going to make a delicious, warm, hearty chicken avocado lime soup. I currently have a cold, and let me tell you, this one helped clear up some of my senses with some of my favorite ingredients like cilantro, avocado, and chicken. And we're also going to pair it up with a yummy Mexican kale salad with cilantro lime vinaigrette. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and make chicken lime avocado soup. Now, I paired these two recipes together because they both use a lot of the same ingredients like the cilantro, the limes. So it's a nice recipe to make together so that you can use all of your ingredients and not have any go to waste. All right, so here are the ingredients that you'll need. You'll need about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. You'll also need a tablespoon of olive oil, 1 cup of chopped green onions. Now the recipe calls for 2 jalapenos seeded and minced. I am just going with 1 jalapeno. If you want, you can always leave the seeds in. It will make your soup super spicy. If you don't like, spicy foods, then totally leave out the jalapeno. But that is what you could do. You also want to go ahead and add in 2 cloves of garlic minced. You need 4 cans of the 14.5 ounce chicken broth. And then I have 2 Roma tomatoes seeded and diced, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, and then of course salt and pepper to taste. Now we have 1/3 cup of chopped cilantro, 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. This took 3 limes to get that amount. And then you'll want some avocados. Now you don't want to dice your avocados until you're ready to eat your soup. So keep that in mind, but those are all of the ingredients. All right, on a medium heat, you want to take your 1 tablespoon of olive oil and heat that up. And once that is heated up, you'll want to go ahead and add in your jalapenos if you are using them, just to saute them for a minute or two, along with your green onions. So these have been sauteing for about 2 minutes. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is add in our garlic and saute those for everything for about a minute longer. All right, now we're going to add in our 4 cans of the chicken broth. We're going to add in our tomatoes, and then we're going to add in our teaspoon of the cumin. Then I'm just going to add in a little bit of pepper and some salt for taste. And now we're going to add in our chicken breasts, and we are going to allow this to go ahead and boil. All right, and once it comes to a boil, go ahead and you can reduce the heat, make sure it's on medium. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cover with your lid. And then you wanna go ahead and allow it to cook. You wanna make sure that the chicken cooks good. The recipe says 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken breast. Now these were pretty thin, but still I know they're gonna take around 20 minutes or so to go ahead and cook. So just watch them as you go along. right, I'm gonna let the chicken breasts cool for about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and shred them up and put them back in the pot along with the cilantro and the lime juice. All right, guys, I just tested out this soup. This is the first time me making this soup. I love cilantro. I love green onion. This soup is awesome. If you wanted to make it more heartier, you could add in rice. I wouldn't even mess with it, but you could. And obviously I did a poor job of shredding my chicken, but that's okay. It tastes so good. So right before you're ready to go ahead and serve it, you can slice up like half of an avocado and just place it on top, and you are good to go. Yum, yum. Next, we are going to prepare a Mexican kale salad with cilantro lime vinaigrette. Both of these ingredients are perfect to pair together because they have a lot of the similar ingredients that you need, so you don't have to worry about wasting your ingredients. So let's get started. All right, you'll need 4 cups of kale, 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 1 large red bell pepper diced, 1 15-ounce can of black beans, 1 cup of corn, which is about more than half of a 15-ounce can of corn, 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. And also in this recipe, if you want to add in a sliced jalapeno, you can for a little extra kick. I'm not going to in my recipe, but that is just a recommendation. So just make sure that your kale is washed and dried. What we're going to do is we're just going to add a drizzle of olive oil onto it just to kind of soften it up, just a very little. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and massage it around. All right, now it's time to top with our ingredients. I do want to give you a little tip on the black beans. So this is the 15-ounce can. I drained them really well, and then I put them in a strainer and rinsed them off and let them drain for about 5 minutes. And then I put them on some paper towels and pat dry them just so they're not kind of like a mushy, super mushy consistency like they are in the can. So we're just gonna add all of those, and then we're gonna go ahead and take our corn, add that in. We've got our diced peppers. And then finally, our cilantro. And then finally, top it with our cilantro. So this smells really fresh, really good. Check out all those colors for this salad. It looks so good. All right, and I'm just gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna mix around all of the ingredients, and then we're gonna go ahead and top this with our vinaigrette dressing. All right, for the cilantro lime vinaigrette, you'll need 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. This is 2 limes juiced. You'll need 2 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil, 1 minced clove of garlic. You'll need about a tablespoon of chopped cilantro, salt and pepper to taste, and then 1 teaspoon of honey. now we're going to take our cilantro lime vinaigrette and we're going to go ahead and pour this all into our salad. And then we're just going to mix it up real good. All right, and here is our Mexican kale salad with our cilantro lime vinaigrette. Looks yummy, smells delicious, fresh, and super healthy. I want you guys to choose next week's video. I have 3 options for you guys here, and honestly, I have not made any of them. I've made similar recipes, but not the ones that I'm going to be following next week. I do want to let you guys know too that I still will be sharing some meal prep videos here and there on the channel. We are still meal prepping. I highly recommend it 100%. It's just with the recording and the editing, getting those videos up on a weekly basis, they're very overwhelming and it's hard for me to keep them up on a timely basis. So at least sharing a recipe weekly or possibly more on my channel, I feel like I'm sharing some things with you that are working that might help your family as well. So next week's recipes are crockpot cabbage roll soup, and all you have to do is just comment in the comments below what recipe you want to see. Or slow cooker honey garlic chicken and veggies, or gluten-free banana bread. Now, we are trying to enter into our homes some gluten-free recipes, especially for my son, but for all of us, just to kind of go on more of a gluten-free diet with him having ADHD, as I've mentioned in other videos. We are trying to incorporate that into his diet and into our diet. So comment which recipe you want to see next week.